and welcome to
Java 101.
I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Francis.
And today we are going to be talking about
graphics
and constructors. And we are going to be walking you guys through a lab step by step in order for you to be successful in computer programming.
Let's get started. So now let us introduce to you some of the basic methods in Java graphics.
So the first method is set color. In this example, we have color set to blue.
The next example is draw string. In this example, we will be drawing string #CargillNation at spot 5050.
The next method is draw oval. So this oval in the example is set at 5050 and the width is 10 and the height is 5.
The next example is fill oval, and it is basically the same as draw oval, where it is at spot 5050 and the width is 10 and the height is 5, but this is a filled oval, so instead of just drawing it, it's filled.
Alrighty, the next method is draw line, which pretty much like draw oval. It's at point 50. It will start at point 5050 and it will end at point 6060.
For draw rect, it is the same concept as draw oval, where it's at spot 5050 and it is 10 wide and 5 tall.
And then lastly, we have the method fill rect, which is you're filling the rectangle at spot 5050 and it has a width of 10 and a height of 5.
Now let's move on to arcs.
So now moving on to a method that is a little more complicated. This is draw arc. So for example, say you have a smiley face and you want to draw an arc for it, then this is the method you can use. So 165, 320, 125, and 50 are all the points that are characteristics of the rectangle in which you will be drawing the arc in. So 125 and 50 is the width and the height, and 165 and 320 are the points of the rectangle. But now moving on to something new, which is 180, 185. 180 is where the arc is starting, and 185 is the degrees of the arc.
So same thing with fill arc, where it's the same concept except the arc will be filled.
So when starting off a lab, you need a constructor.
But wait, what's a constructor?
Well, I will tell you now. Well, sometimes I go on Java and I think of what I'm needing.
I need a constructor to get data from the class.
And in my head I paint a picture. But since I'm setting data, I need a reference variable so I can point back to the object without having to store. So why don't you come and listen? We can share the object is ready for use. Come on, let's write code for constructor. Alrighty, so now you know what constructors are. So lab graphics and constructors is the class name. Run is the object identifier. Then you have an equal sign. Then new is just the object instantiation. And lab graphics and constructors is the constructor call. Yay!
Now you know how to be successful in a graphics lab in computer programming.
But some friendly reminders. When you're doing your lab, you can't forget to import graphics, color, and JFrame.
And remember that the graphics frame starts at 00 on the top left-hand corner, and X goes across and Y goes down.
Yep. And be creative. Whenever you are doing your lab, create your own colors using constructors, and you can use the red, green, and blue values in order to create your color.
Also, the paint method is used for most of the drawing, and you can call the methods using this paint method.
And last but not least, have fun!